Heads up, I talk about creature cuddling in this video, so make of that what you will. Finding out what the worst anime is in a season is usually really easy. First, you check what's airing, and if there's a show made by GoHands, you're done. That's exactly what I did for this season, so I initially thought Momentary Lily was gonna be the trash can this time around. However, I changed my mind because Momentary Lily fan 703 made a compelling argument. Until they changed their mind, yet in the time that I was convinced, I found an even shittier anime. And I'm not reading all this out, but I was so sure that I just found the worst show this season. It was generic isekai with a convoluted name, the most annoying characters, more of this stupid RPG shit, and third grade level writing. How naive I was because shortly after I found Beheneko, the elf girl's cat, is secretly an S-ranked monster, and this shit is just so terrible and vile, words cannot fathom the abject disgust I felt watching this show. So of course I sat through multiple episodes because I am the realist AniTuber. The show stars Tama, a cat, but actually he's a former knight who reincarnated back into his mythic world as a behemoth, the most powerful of monsters. He also ripped off Rimuru's ability to eat shit and gain their powers, so we're off to a great start. After killing and eating the mobs in the dungeon he spawned in, he gets his ass kicked by a dragon before getting the fuck out of there. Tama is gravely injured after this fight, so he wanders the dungeon and collapses trying to escape. Now, in the good ending, he actually dies here, but unfortunately he is saved by this elf Arya, and judging by her design, it is that kind of anime. After recovering under Arya's care and on top of her boobs for some reason, Tama swears loyalty to Arya as her pet. This powerful monster, a former human by the way, is okay with being a domesticated pet. That's actually not that far from reality. One day at Generic Adventurers Guild, Arya is creeped on by unimportant villain A and Tama attacks him. Then the guild receptionist Arnold intervenes to prevent escalation. Arnold is... So we're then shown this scene of Arya tickling Tama, and what is she doing? Are those heart pupils? This is only the beginning. Anyways, they take a bath and holy shit, this is uncensored. I think I'm starting to piece together who this anime is for. The next day, they head to the guild again, and waiting for them is irrelevant villain A with a mandate to fucking euthanize the cat. Arya then duels him in order to repeal the decision, and Tama has to step in last minute to win the duel. And I really do mean last minute because he takes a considerable amount of time doing jack shit. After revealing his powers, everyone just assumes he's a magical cat. The next day, this happens. She is the craziest of cat ladies. After that whole thing, they go to meet a local blacksmith cat girl named Vulcan, who wears nothing underneath her overalls despite working in a field where you deal with molten metals frequently. The three form a temporary party and go adventuring in the dungeon where they encounter hentai tentacle monsters. Arya goes in solo and the tentacle monster blows its load all over her. She then says this line. Oh my god, she wants to fuck the cat. Tama takes the opportunity to eat one of the tentacle monster's corpses and gains 3 new skills. Now, is there a skill that sorely sticks out to you? I do not like where this story is going. After the battle, the three have a bath in a conveniently placed tub, and then Vulcan, for some reason, jokes about how magical cats can crossbreed and for Arya to watch out for when Tama goes into heat, because he could pin her down with his paws. Do you know what her reaction is?
What the hell? What the fuck? She's a groomer! She's a groomer! Ew! What?
Fucking disgusting. The party gets going again, and they encounter a minotaur where Tama saves Vulcan, and great, she wants to fuck the cat too. This is not the author's disguised fetish, this is the author's publicly advertised fetish. And did she just fucking kiss the cat? Ugh. It's not even worth talking about what happens next because it's just more of the same shit. They do some adventuring, the cat fuckers lust over the animal, a new girl gets added to the harem, and then rinse and repeat until the show is over. This shit is so predictable that I can foretell what the end of the story is. Every single girl introduced will end up pregnant with kittens. Now, I actually don't believe that strange concepts make a show objectively bad, no matter how yucky I personally think it is, but this show is just genuinely horrible. The story is so fucking bland. No, I do not care about fighting the enigmatic demon race, who are evil because they're evil. There's nothing interesting being told, and even if there were, it wouldn't even matter because every episode nothing happens. The characters are so boring and nonsensical, I genuinely can't figure out who this anime is for, because if you're in it for the tits by man, there is such a thing called hentai. If you're in it for the power fantasy, there are plenty of shows that are way cooler than this. And if you're in it for the creature cuddling, you might be too far gone, but no shame for liking what you like, I guess. This shit is just not for me. 2 out of 10. Man, at least with this show, I was laughing at how bad it was. I'll probably make a video about that, so keep an eye out for it. Subscribe. I do this thing instead of going to school.